First of all, I was hoping you'd bring Pilaf. Oh my gosh, she's adorable.
She doesn't always sit in, but she's here today. Give us a little, okay?
Yeah.
A little extra love.
Listen, not every dog has a Vogue write-up.
Okay.
A whole article on her, so you better.
A cover. She had her own cover.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Come on.
Okay.
But you guys, congratulations on season 2.
Thank you.
I can't wait to just jump right into it. Let's talk about Angela.
Sure.
Let's talk about this character that now we get to learn more about, expand on. But for you called her an emotional tornado.
Many times. Yes.
Let's flesh that out a bit.
I actually really got that from Taylor because when I read the first season and saw where she was going, I had this understanding that everything for her was 110. Mm-hmm. She feels things deeply, and she puts as much pressure on herself of how she's making the dinner to how she loves her man. She is just like high octane. Mm-hmm. And with some of the scenes where I just have to go from like 0 to that 100 emotionally, for me, it takes me time to you processing things. And he's like, she's like this. She feels things. She does it. It happens. Yeah. And so I had to really work on getting to a place where I could jump in that quickly with her and do the turns that she does from being, in pain and crying to laughing to all these, joy, there's just all these different kind of colors in one scene usually.
So much range.
Yes. So that's where I think she's an emotional tornado, is that she really feels joy, pain, all of the fun of life, everything to the extreme.
Yeah, no, she's such a fun character.
Thank you.
Demi, for you, Billy Bob said when he first saw you walk out in character that obviously you guys have had a long friendship, but he was like, whoa, you transformed completely. So tell me about stepping into Cammy, and then also we get to see her more and flesh her out more this season.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting, my first day back shooting for season 2 was this big speech. That was day 1. And, in looking back, it's so kind of reflected what my experience stepping out as my first day. In a way, I feel like I was catching up with everybody. Because even though I was around for a season, it felt literally like I was jumping in the deep end and stepping into real uncharted territories. And, it's funny you talk about the emotional tornado, because I feel like Cammy is like the complete counterbalance. She's controlled, composed. Everything is, much more thought out. It's literally the complete opposite. And, I think the unfolding of this is, will be very interesting, because, Cammy is, I think the part that was the most, I guess I just hadn't wrapped myself around was the depth of grief that I was going to have to kind of plunge into to bring to life. And it's not grief is not a comfortable place. No. It's not a fun place. But, to be kind of bring that at the same time with, I always looked at that first scene as that I can't lose the company or I'd really be losing him. That's my last vestige of him.
Yeah.
It's hard, though, what you did. To have grief for so long and all the different moments where you're feeling it. I mean, that's painful.
Yeah, it wasn't light. I'm looking
it's
forward.
It's an emotional season.
Yeah.
Overall it is.
Overall, it's much more family from obviously your end, and even though yours is this robust family and mine's much more in isolation.
Yeah. That's a beautiful way to put it, and I can only imagine how heavy that was for you. Taylor obviously writes, I've heard throughout the process and just reading up on him as well, that he likes to take a little bit of your personality and put it in the character. Obviously, Angela's a lot, but is there anything that you noticed?
I was thinking about that, because obviously Billy talks about Sam and for Jacob too, I think, where it's like on the page, they just show up. Yeah. And I was thinking, actually, it's not true for all of us in the same way.
Not true.
But what Taylor is a real, I think, has a genius, is that he gets the essence, though. It's you have the essence of what that needed, the layers, the complexities, the colors to bring to Angela. And while I, too, am not, Cammy is very different than me. Yeah. I think he then chooses all of us to then let us just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like bring what we know we've got to it.
Yeah. And he leans in, because I think that, with it being written for Billy and Sam, and I assume Cammy was written for you a bit, like, I don't know how, I don't know exactly. But we're also playing characters, you know what I'm saying, where they're kind of sliding into this. And, and then I think what Taylor does is, at least for me, because I auditioned and then had to fight for this role, is that because I love to cook, I think that did push into then Angela's version of cooking, right? And like that's where I think you see some of the similarities, and maybe I can get a little tough.
You do fiery very well in there.
You get a little spicy, but in a loving way. Like that is like,
and
that's
you
what I
are
mean about
elegant
the essence.
and beautifully spoken.
Oh. They can dress me up. They can dress me up. But that's what I mean. There's essence of that we all he recognizes in everyone, and the same with Michelle too. Because I think she has a huge task kind of with playing Ainsley. And and you have to have a real intelligence to play what she's playing.
And this is your first series.
Say that again.
It's your first series.
My first.
You've done shows before, obviously.
But yes, this is my first. I mean, I did Feud, but that was all But it wasn't. That was limited and not one that has the opportunity of really, discovering a character and being able to really develop it over an extended period of time. This is definitely new for me.
Which I love to learn about because of the fact that, like, following this journey of your career and seeing, like, the Oscar nomination, for example, and then congrats on Glamour Women of the Year.
Thank you.
Yeah. But it's just, I feel like you're surprising yourself even. And realizing, I think you said that about like Helen Mirren and seeing how amazing her career has been, even recently with what she's been taking on.
It's incredible. Like she is such an inspiration of, somebody who stays open and curious and still continues to step outside. I mean, she was great in Taylor's show 1923, but if anybody hasn't seen Mobland, they should see it because it's also a whole. And it just is helping to pave a way to know that there's still so much more to do and to discover. And, and that for me is, I feel like, I'm just like, wow, let's see where life can go.
It's so extraordinary because I feel so lucky to get to work with Demi, and it's that we talk about the peaks and valleys in a career and the different moments, and it's like, you're just still getting better, girl. I mean, it's just true. It's like all these things are happening for you right now, and it's just exciting, and it's well-deserved.
But, it's fun, pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone to me is one of the the key things is, not staying just where it feels safe and comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? Like, really, that is what one keeps things alive for you. And it's as I really think, it's not over till you say it's over. And it may look different, and it may not be maybe what it was or how you think, but as soon as you open up the possibility, I think that I think the universe responds with you.
Yeah. It's beautifully said. I'm taking that with me.
Yes,
Thank you guys.
I'm taking that with you too.
Thank you.